Hey everyone, welcome back to the new and improved Addicted to Happy. What's new about my channel and what's new about me? Do you even know who I am? If you do, if you don't, either way, let me introduce myself. My name is Leanne. I was born in and I currently live in Halifax, Nova Scotia, Canada. It's funny because a few years ago, a commenter on this channel said, and I'll never forget, that I sound like I'm from the show The Trailer Park Boys. Which is funny because the Trailer Park Boys was actually filmed like not far from me, and I occasionally see Julian at the grocery store.
Julian!
So I spent my 20s going to the club, partying, being fun, carefree, all the stuff that happens in your 20s. I was pretty normal. I always had a job, always had friends around, I always had fun, but things started to get worse the later I got into my 20s. I no longer drank heavily on the weekends. It was getting out of control. I drank to fit in. I drank to escape bad thoughts and feelings. I drank to feel normal. I drank to stop anxiety. I drank to do pretty much anything. In my late 20s, I felt stuck and like I was missing out on life, but I was broke and I had no real goals in life. My untreated PTSD, anxiety, and depression were all getting out of hand because the only way I knew how to cope was to self-harm, ignore strong feelings, sometimes disordered eating, sometimes substances, and always drinking to escape. The last year of my drinking was bad. I still had a job, but I often found myself moving every few months, and sometimes I stayed on friends' couches or in their spare room. I was horribly depressed, even though it didn't look like it on the outside. I partied a lot because it was the only time I laughed and felt carefree. I loved my friends, and it was the only time I felt like I was worth something. But at the same time, I felt like they didn't actually like me. So those thoughts only made me drink more to be more of who I thought I needed to be. I talk more about why I quit drinking in a video I made a few years ago, and I'm gonna link it. It's gonna pop up somewhere up top here, or you can find it in the description. My self-harm was getting out of control, and I had suicidal thoughts. I wasn't like straight up suicidal, but I would say that I wish that I would bleed out in a snowbank and be in a coma for a while so that I could escape life. I didn't want to die, but I wanted the pain to stop. The last night I drank was like any other night that I would go out. I never had any plans on quitting drinking. Like I just went out with one of my closest friends just like any other night. And I went out, we had a lot of fun. I got a cab home. But as soon as I got home, that switch flicked in my head like it normally would. And I got into the zone of then wanting to make my bleeding out wishes a reality. But that didn't happen. So watch this video I'm gonna pop up here or in the description, all about the very last night that I drank. It's pretty heavy and I actually reveal some stuff that I've never said publicly before. March 2nd, 2014 was day one of my recovery journey, and I am amazed and so proud to say that I'm still sober. I started to talk about my recovery journey on YouTube in 2016 when I was about 2 years sober. But I actually started this channel in 2007, but all my early videos are dumb stuff, which a lot of it is unlisted because it's way too cringe. I learned so much and felt like I needed to share my story in hopes that other people would see themselves in me and maybe possibly start to change their relationship with alcohol and maybe get sober too. And it was working. I get so much amazing feedback from all of you from all around the world saying how my video has helped, and I want to keep that going. 2018 to 2020 was, I think, probably the worst 2 years of my life, the hardest 2 years of my life. A lot of deaths, a lot of really hard stuff, a lot of grieving, a lot of figuring things out, and a lot of big changes. So really, I spent the last 3 years in a constant state of being depressed. So I rarely put out videos in that time, and when I did, it was about the struggles that I was facing. So you can certainly go ahead and watch those. They're on my channel as well, but it's all about the trying to conceive journey, so they're not alcohol related. So in the past couple of years, I've been keeping a huge list all the videos that my depression and my procrastination stopped me from creating, but not anymore. I feel cleansed and free of the misery that I've been carrying around with me for the past couple of years, and I am in the zone of creativity and getting shit done. I'm going to be giving you even more recovery tips, even more relatable stories, and a lot of stuff that you've never seen me do before. I've learned so much about recovery, addiction, changing your mindset, improving my life. And because watching you guys grow and get happier is one of the purest joys I have in life, I'm going to be creating all that content for you guys to help you become happier in your life too. So thank you to all of my loyal subscribers who have been with me since the beginning, and I'm so glad you're still here. And to all of my new subscribers, I am so glad you're here too, and you are not going to regret clicking subscribe and that bell notification on this channel. So remember, friends, you can do hard things, you deserve happiness, and you are loved.